The 9th of November, 1955, 6 minutes after midday, a hush settles, a bell rings downstairs, and Henri Delaunay shuts his eyes, his head against the pillows, his right hand turns and rests palm up, and you are drawn towards him to listen. He takes a slow breath in, and this is what he says. I see a beetle pick his steady way. He knows. I see a tree cast a gentle shade. She knows. I see the ecosystems tessellate. They know there's no life without collaboration. I see an orchestra tuning up. They know. I see a band play a holy riot. They know. I see a footy squad booted up, shooting for a goal. They won't score without collaboration. He pauses like he's lost his place. He frowns and coughs a weak little cough. Silence is thick around the house, like Paris has stopped to check its watch. When you see by the stillness of his hands and by the shrinking whisper of his breath that this might be the time for holy secrets. So you lean very close and he shifts and says, football isn't winning, it isn't money. Football is church because it is us. It is kids kicking symmetry into a shitty Saturday, making a dance in the mud and dust. It's a force that calls us towards one another, outside of government control. It tore down fences and restored the fens with a pub doorway for a goal. Remember, and football's not from England, for the English. It's for everyone, and it's from everywhere. And football players are not stars, they are starlings, flocking round a singular and moving point of air. He coughs again, and there will be a player named Pele, and his greatest goal will not be his but theirs. And when Messi scores, he will signal to God, and God is all life, God is care. Henri stops talking. He's said enough, done enough. His shoulders push back into the pile of pillows. He releases, lets out one last little cough, and then Henri Delaunay dies. Time cracks open wide. What a sight. The century plays left to right, rushing. You catch glimpses as it goes. There's a single mother with a single child screaming. Whoosh. There's a kind boy become a celebrated mass murderer. Whoosh. There's a grandmother 3,000 miles away. Whoosh. There's a child staring at a wall. Whoosh. A father beheaded. A girl harried to death by friends she's never met. Whoosh. A solitary foot bone turning in space. Whoosh. A football stadium turned to a prison for humans who dare to hope. A football stadium turned to an execution ground. A football stadium turned to a shelter for frightened refugees. Whoosh, there's a football-loving statesman categorizing human babies as terrorists and saying kill. Whoosh. And here we are, July the 14th, 2024, Berlin. The winners have won and the cup is raised, and its name is Henri Delaunay. 74,000 voices lift in praise. The light glints off his handles and winks off the edges of the names engraved. And through the roars of jubilation, you could just about hear Henri say, I see a beetle pick its steady way, she knows. I see a tree that casts a gentle shade, he knows. I see the ecosystems tessellate, they know there's no life without collaboration. I see an orchestra tuning up, they know. I see a band play a holy riot, they know. I see a footy squad booted up, shooting for a goal. They won't score without collaboration. And in the storm of hellfires made, we know, by the death lovers' hand grenades, we know that every death's a fracturing, a sacrilege, a crack in which no life, no collaboration. I see the distance grow between us all, unknowable. Fake news become believable. We know nothing because we can't perceive at all our fellow creatures in what once was a collaboration. But there's a space still left in the public eye in which the game of life hasn't been uglified and players know the secret hasn't dulled or died, that there is no life without collaboration. Focus. The time is now.